Hello, I'm Jamin Coller, and I'm going to help you today with Diatonic Triads. So that's kind of a confusing phrase there, Diatonic Triads. Triads meaning that you're going to be playing chords with just three notes, like this, or this, or this, or this. So just chords with three notes. Diatonic means that you're going to stay within a given scale. So let's start off with the key of C. The key of C goes like this. So if I'm going to play diatonic triads, that just means that I'm going to play triads where I don't use any notes that are outside of my scale. In this case, black notes. They're all outside of my scale because my scale is just white notes. So if I play a chord like this, that's not diatonic to the key of C because it's got that note right there. However, this chord right here, this is diatonic to the key of C. So the way we work this is we just number them. Whatever the lowest note is, that's the number of it. So this is the 1 chord in the key of C. If we go up to 2 and we build a triad off of that, just using the notes that are in this scale, not worrying about half steps and whole steps, and is it major or minor or augmented or diminished, any of that stuff. We just go every other note inside the scale. That's the diatonic 2 chord. The diatonic 3 chord, we start on 3, we stay inside the scale, we don't use any black notes, and go every other note. That's the 3 chord. The 4 chord, the 5 chord, the 6 chord, and the 7 chord. Then we're back to the 1 chord again. Let's try this in the key of G. So the key of G goes like this. This is our 1 chord. This is our 2 chord. Now on our 3 chord, we have to watch out because the key of G doesn't have F. It only uses F sharp. So when we want to play that one right there, we've got to go up to the F sharp to make sure that it stays diatonic to the key of G. So the 1 chord, the 2 chord, the 3 chord, the 4 chord. On the 5 chord again, we've got that temptation to play that F, but we got to stay inside the key, can't go outside the key. So we're going to play the F sharp, that's our 5 chord, 6 chord, 7, and now we're back to 1. Now, I said before we're not going to worry about the majors and the minors and augmenteds and diminished and things like that, which is true in general. When you're playing inside a key, you just want to stay inside the key and not really worry too much about whether it's major or minor. However, you might notice that all 1 chords are major. So the diatonic 1 chord in the key of C is C, and if we just go every other note, it happens to be major. Same is true in the key of G, or F sharp, or B flat. The 1 chord in the key of G is G major. The 1 chords in major keys are always going to be major. Likewise, the 2 chord, if we go up to the 2 chord in the key of C, this one's minor, and in every single major scale, the diatonic 2 chord is going to be a minor chord. So in the key of G, if we go back to that, this is the 1 chord. The diatonic 2 chord is A minor. Now, you've got a chart that lists all of the major and minor triads and all of their chord qualities throughout all the numbers for both major scales and minor scales. So the 1 chords are always major, the 2s are always minor, the 3s are always minor, the 4s are always major, the 5s are always major, the 6s are always minor, and the 7s are always diminished. Well, that's diatonic triads. You just stay inside the key and go every other note, so you got 3 notes. Good luck. Have fun.